With a razor-thin Democratic majority in the Senate, neither side can afford to lose support, from infrastructure spending to so-called voting reform. West Virginia Democrat Joe Manchin says that he continues to support the Hyde Amendment, which could have an effect on the passing of future spending bills. Capitol Hill correspondent Erik Rosales reports. Erik.
A lifelong Catholic, Democratic Senator Joe Manchin tells me that he's always been pro-life. And despite getting pressure from progressives in his own party, he tells me that he believes federal funds should not be used to fund abortions anywhere in the country.
I support the Hyde. I've always supported the Hyde Amendment. I don't know how many times I have to tell you that.
The West Virginia senator is one of only a few congressional Democrats who have expressed support for the measure, which bans almost all federal funding of abortions. The policy is not permanent law and must be attached to individual appropriation bills to take effect. Two other Democratic senators, Casey and Tim Kaine, also support Hyde.
The way we respect everybody's point of view is we make sure that we don't pass laws that restrict people's constitutional rights, but also we don't take the tax dollars of those who are opposed to abortion and use them for abortion. So that's why I've always been a Hyde Amendment supporter.
You may recall in 2019, then candidate Biden said that he could no longer continue to abide by the Hyde Amendment. I asked House Minority Whip Steve Scalise about Biden's change policy and why pro-life Democrats are not speaking up.
Well, you haven't seen any pro-life Democrats on the House side.
The Minority Whip gave the example of the recent Born Alive Abortion Survivors Protection Act, which would require a doctor to treat a baby who survives an abortion. The congressman says he can't get any support across the aisle for this bill.
Not a single Democrat will sign on to that discharge petition. So I don't know how anybody can call themselves pro-life and not demand that the Born Alive Act come to the House floor.
Pro-life groups, including the U.S. Bishops' Conference, warn without abortion funding restrictions, billions of dollars in health care funds could go to abortion providers and abortion coverage. At the Capitol, Erik Rosales, EWTN News Nightly.